Hello and welcome back to our C1 Table Talk. My name is Jill Guinan and I am the Near East and South Side Neighborhood Integration Manager for CelebrateOne. And I am so excited to be here with you today. If you are new to Table Talk, welcome. Table Talk is held the fourth Thursday of every month, and we create content for these talks based on feedback from families like you. So if you have a topic you would like for us to discuss, or if you're interested in connecting with a community health worker, please contact us either here on social media, or you can text or call 614-570-3592. We know that families are having a hard time and feeling isolated, and so we want to make it easy for you to stay in touch with us and so that we can connect you with resources for you and your babies. So again, please reach out to us on social or call or text us at 614-570-3592, and we will follow up as soon as possible. And please be sure to help us spread the word about C1 Table Talk. Like our video, share our video, and please tag your friends and family. Today, we are going to talk about the CelebrateOne Doula Connection. Joining us today is Ms. Keshana Jones, a certified doula. Thank you for joining us today. Keshana, please tell us about your doula program.
Okay, so technically a doula is a person, a certified person who usually provides physical, emotional, and also sometimes informational support for the mothers and their birthing persons and their families.
So what does a doula do?
Well, a doula does a lot, but well, as far as providing the physical support for birthing people and their families, so say we provide comfort measures for the mothers during labor, and we also provide different stretches, different positions that some of the laboring people could do as far as like to help them be more comfortable, to rotate the baby, to bring the baby down more, just a whole bunch of different things that we could do with the body to help like move the baby down, just help the progression of labor. As far as the emotional support, we are there constantly. So for me, once my client hits 36 weeks, I'm on call for them 24/7. But as far as the emotional support, we really are just showing that we're there, just showing up for the mother, showing up for the family. I just want to tell you a little story real quick. When I first became a doula, probably I want to say my second or third baby, I kind of was just there, not really being hands-on, not really being needed, because one of the mothers got an epidural, so she was kind of just chilling out, relaxing. So I kind of felt like I wasn't doing my job correctly, or I wasn't really helping her or supporting her in the way that she needed. But after she delivered and everything, she was just like, thank you so much for just being here with me, just sitting here with me. A lot of mothers don't really have that connection. Well, some mothers do, but some mothers don't. Some birthing people don't have that connection with people or with their family or with their friends. So providing emotional support can be wonders and way less stress for mom and baby. And everybody needs somebody. Even when we're giving birth or not, we all need people. We are a society who thrives on community. So I feel like if we're here for emotional support, physical and informational support just follows right after. And as far as the informational support, we just coach birthing people, we help families. So we provide them with questions about their labor. If they have any questions about the labor process, we try to help as best as we can, even though we are not medically trained or anything like that. We still have an idea about the birthing process and etc. Like I also help with meal plans, food diaries for mothers and babies, just depending on how long I'm working with the client.
You are not wrong. Doulas do a lot. So could you describe your doula style or just how you are as a doula? What's your day-to-day like? What's your process like? Just tell us about you.
Sure. Yeah, so I'm a Cancer. I don't know if we're all into zodiac signs and things like that, but I'm very motherly. Sometimes I feel I'm kind of smotherly a little bit, but it's all in the interest and the happiness and the safety of the laboring person and the baby. I'm kind of hands off, but I'm also very hands on, if that makes any sense. I don't like to necessarily kind of always having to chase after my client or always having to remind her to kind of be on her, to remind her to check appointments, to check weight. I'm kind of wanting to support you, but kind of putting your health into your own hands, but also just kind of being there, being your cheerleader, and being your support and kind of redirecting you. So I guess it's kind of motherly. I guess that would be my doula style, motherly.
Yeah. How many clients do you take in a month?
In a month? Okay, so maximum, I probably would take 2 clients right now. Only because I am working part-time also. So I don't want to overload myself with too much or not be able to support the laboring person and their family. So just 2 clients a month so far.
Okay. And do you have a backup doula, or do you work with anybody so that if you couldn't be available, or if you have 2 clients and they both go into labor at the same time on the same day, how does that work?
Yeah, so I actually have a couple of backup doulas. We kind of work together. I know them from the community. I trust them. And if any, like I will have you, so sorry, let me just say, for example, if I have 2 clients that I'm taking on in the same month and they're both due on the same month, I would introduce both of the clients to my backup doula, and then they would kind of go from there, kind of feel each other out, see how you guys are feeling each other, and then we will go from there. But yes, I always have a backup doula. Definitely want to make sure that all mamas, all birthing people, all families are covered throughout the board.
What organization did you receive your training from, and what was that like?
So I'm currently receiving my training through DONA right now. And it was a process. I haven't been in school for a while now, so but it's feels like going back to school, but it's also something that I'm very passionate about. I'm very interested in. I love learning about, so it wasn't a bad process whatsoever. It's just kind of integrating the work, the homework, the papers, and things like that. But it's no hard work whatsoever.
So when you're working with a client, do you do prenatal visits with them before they give birth?
Yes, I do. So I like to have at least 4 or 5 prenatal visits with them, depending on how, like I said, how early along I'm working with them or how late along I'm working with them. It kind of just depends on how quick we find each other. But I do prenatal visits. Really, my prenatal visits don't cover like the medical things, but I will check your blood pressure, kind of check just basic things, your diet, your water intake, different comfort measures, and things like that.
And so when you do a prenatal visit, is that at the client's home? Do you meet somebody at like an office space? Um, where do those take place?
It really just depends on the client. Wherever they feel comfortable, if they want me to come to their house, I have no problem coming to their house. If they want to meet at the park, or if they have kids and their kids are at the park and they want to meet at the park with their kids, I meet you where you're at.
If I am in labor, what techniques do you do that help with like labor pains or during labor? What kind of things can you do with a mom? I know you talked a little bit about it earlier, but are there some go-tos, things that you use a lot, things that help?
Yes. So massage is literally like one of the holy grails for moms. Counter pressure massages, double hip squeezes. They love that. Massaging the neck, like the pressure points in the neck too. They love that because a lot, and the jaw also, because when a mom or a laboring person is having contractions, they tend to tense up their face, their neck, their shoulders, everything tends to tense up. And the more stress you put on your body, the more labor stalls. So it's like you want to be relaxed as possible. So definitely like jaw massages, double hip squeezes, Neck massages, they love that. I also have like a massage gun. Oh, they love that one. That's a really popular one. And then some mothers, some laboring people, they like to use water, use the bathtub or the shower. We also have different positions to kind of make you feel more comfortable while you're sleeping if you can't really sleep, if you can't rest. So those are some of the comfort measures that are my go-tos.
And how would you involve a partner during labor and delivery? Some people think, we'll talk and they'll say, well, I don't need a doula. My husband will be there with me, or, my mom will be there with me. How do you involve that other person who's in the room?
Oh, the other support person is so crucial, because even though I'm working with the mother throughout their pregnancy and things like that, it always helps to have somebody there that you know and that you love and that you care about. Because by being able to be around those people, we release oxytocin, the love hormone, and that really speeds up labor. Getting the partner and the people and their family involved is so important because when the baby comes home, the baby's not just going to have mom, it's going to have mom, it's going to have dad, it's going to have grandma, it's going to have brother and sister, everybody's going to be there. So it's like, why not be there all together as a team? Yeah, the laboring person, the partner, like their interaction is so important. It actually means a lot more than some people think. Like, for example, I had a woman who was giving birth. She kind of told me, like, I really want my husband to participate more. It's not that it's nice to have him here, but I would like him to kind of be more hands-on, more involved. So I feel like if the laboring person and or like the birthing mother, if she feels like more supported, and there it goes with being more supported. As the mother is more supported, labor, I mean, pretty much goes easier. She's happier, she's calmer. I feel like it's definitely less stress-free. So I involve the laboring partner. I involve anyone there. If you're there at the prenatal visit, you're going to be involved some kind of way. I'm going to teach you how to give pressure, counter pressure on her when she's having contractions at home. I'm going to teach you some different comfort measures. That way you can practice these at home. That way you can support her at home too. Because I'm not going to be there necessarily for her 24/7 throughout her pregnancy. There will be other people there to support her. So I'd like to include everyone.
Another question that comes up is, how do you feel about epidurals and pain medication? Some people that have heard of a doula before think, oh, well, I'm going to be induced and get an epidural, so I don't need a doula, or I'm going to have a C-section, so I don't need a doula. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts on pain medication and epidurals are what's best for mom and baby, honestly. Not necessarily, me personally, I try to go the more holistic route. But at the end of the day, for example, if there's a woman who is laboring at 4 centimeters for 10 hours and she's at 4 centimeters, go ahead and get that epidural so you can sleep, so you can rest, so you can relax. Like, that's actually happened. A woman has been at 4 centimeters for hours, like 10 hours or so. As soon as she got the epidural, was at 9 centimeters in 30 minutes. So,
Oh, wow.
right. So it's like, I guess I'm not for, nor I'm not against it. I want to say I'm kind of in the gray area with whatever's best for mom and baby. I'm all for.
And as a doula, do you ever attend C-section births or work with people who know that they're going to have a C-section?
Yes. So me personally, I have not experienced a C-section birth yet. I definitely would love to experience one very soon, but I haven't experienced one yet, just yet.
Okay. Great. And then do you have any other trainings or qualifications or things in your background that you think add to your doula skills?
I am CPR certified. Um, I feel like that's definitely important.
Yeah.
But as far as I am working on becoming a lactation consultant, so I will be helping with breastfeeding mothers also. Yes, so that's all my training that I have so far. The
Wonderful.
best is yet to come.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I want to give a big thank you to our guest, Miss Keshana Jones, and to all of our viewers. I think this has been an incredible conversation. I feel like I learned a lot, and I hope that everybody else did too. But to everybody out there, don't feel like you have to figure this out on your own. You can call or text your own community health worker today. And if you don't have a community health worker yet, or you're just now finding out about CelebrateOne for the first time, please reach out by text or call to 614-570-3592 or send us a message here on social media. We will see you next month on Thursday, October 28th.